You'll sometimes see animals in bad zoos doing that kind of repetitive behaviour as well, where they have a lack of stimulation. So he would chase shadows. He has to have something in his mouth at all times if he can. He likes to run around in circles. Things like that would have been his way of creating his own games through, coping with the isolation, that both with his deafness and with being tied to a small area and not being worked.
From the point of view of deafness, we'll notice the dog is not as responsive to sounds. So from the minute we meet the dog, often we're kind of questioning whether there is something as to why this dog is not as responsive or not even as interactive as others.
It's not that much different, because dogs in general rely on body language. It just took a bit of adjusting, not talking to him as I was giving a command. When I first got Milo, I didn't think I was ready for it. But as time went on, I got obviously more comfortable with him. And I'd adopt another deaf dog. I had to start making up my own sign language. That'd be sit, that'd be down, that'd be roll over, that'd be paw.
If a dog loses a sense or loses a limb or acquires a disability, that dog is very quick to manage. So, dogs that have visual deficits will suddenly become very in tune with their environment, and they will learn a pattern as to what's in their environment.
So Puka was brought into us by a lady who had seen a couple of girls throwing her out of the back of a car. So the car pulled into the curb, they'd open the door and kind of said, "Here, missus, here's your dog," and, put her out, shut the door, and they were gone. We started hearing a lot of myths. Deaf dogs are not trainable, they're not good with children, they're aggressive, they're unpredictable, they're stupid, you can't be trained. So I finally decided I'd go home and try and persuade my husband to let me take her on and just to have the challenge of training a deaf dog. So it was kind of a lot through trial and error, and obviously if I was doing it again now, I would do things differently, now that I know more than I did when I first took her on.
And I think, the deafness is something that is not an insurmountable problem. To live with a hearing deficit, like the dog is otherwise healthy, well, happy, great personality, and can go on and live a good life, So I think that's where our role, and that's my role.
To me, I found caring for my elderly dogs more time consuming and harder than caring for my deaf dog. Once you understand the disability and how to work with it, then it just becomes part of your normal daily life and you don't think twice about it.
I think if you educate yourself on them and you're willing to put the work in, they're brilliant dogs. Thank you.